Hi guys. On semen retention is very important such thing as desexualization of your consciousness. Because your attitude, your motive creates your reality. If you are penetrated by sexual images, they start slowly undermining you, provoking you to release semen. Female images are very strong. Even when you abstain for many years, these images still affect you. By practicing for several years, for 8 years, I have knowledge and experience on how to avoid such moments, and I feel when the image starts to influence me, and where this point of no return is. So as soon as I notice such things, I immediately switch to other topic, guys. It comes with experience, and you must definitely achieve a stable state and comfort zone in semen retention. Therefore, if you are between 20 and 40, you naturally have strong sexual tension when communicating with women, guys. And if you manage to abstain, if you're studying somewhere, if you're students or working somewhere in a team and communicate with women, this, guys, is very difficult because women themselves will provoke you. They usually act as triggers to provoke you. That's why, guys, I abstained, because I was practicing yoga. Yoga helps a lot. By yoga, I mean work with consciousness, not the gymnastic that is popular in clubs right now, where seeing fit women will excite you even more. Chanting mantras and meditating on the Supreme in your heart is what I mean by yoga, and it really helps, guys. Yoga is one of the best techniques to control your mind, how to switch consciousness. So, guys, sexual tension in abstinence will intensify greatly. And in these moments, you must learn to restrain yourself, control your urges, not look at sexual images. Also, this is not always possible. Because I also worked in companies where there were many women. And I tell you, retaining semen was very difficult there. Because by your behavior, you provoke women paying you compliments. And you provoke women to chase after you. Because women don't like when someone does not pay attention to them. When someone ignores them, especially, sexual women are used to male attention. They, guys, are really extreme when you ignore them. That's why, guys, they'll provoke you, give you compliments, and you won't resist them. You will fall, you will yield and melt, and your song is sung. That's how it is, guys. So it's very tough. If you are in a female team or in contact with women, it's extremely tough. I've been abstaining for a long time. And even when I go to the gym, sometimes I come across seductive women there. And these women, they start paying attention to you. I sometimes feel such sexual impulses, urges. And I must say that even my mind sometimes goes out of balance. Although I keep my distance, I just know how to throw these sexual images out of my head. And as soon as I leave the gym, I already forget about it. Especially, guys, avoid eye contact. During such eye contact, the woman scans you and your intentions. At the moment of eye contact, a program of sexual communication launches. A spark ignites passion. And later your mind will constantly think about this lady, and she'll think about you. This is not what you need for semen retention. So, guys, in such situations, even with experience, it's sometimes hard to abstain, and you can lose balance. And if you're a young guy, you immediately melt under the charm of women. You immediately melt and float away. So, guys, stay sharp, because women are tricky. They are capable of manipulating you. Sometimes they play the role of sweet girls, such super girls, before revealing their bitchy nature. So, guys, be careful. As soon as you do something they don't expect, they'll show their true nature, guys. Most importantly, of course, when you have any troubles with women, return to your path. It's better never abandon the practice of semen retention. That's where your strength lies. Guys, that's your self-sufficiency. Women love self-sufficient men. They just go crazy over them. As I've said, it should be a comprehensive effort. You should not just abstain. You should work on yourself, on your external attractiveness. I'll tell you that semen retention simply enhances what you already have. But if you lack something, there is nothing to enhance. You understand? If, for example, you don't look very good, don't work on yourself, and look like a loser or geek, you won't have much success with women, even if you retain semen. Semen retention is not some kind of mysticism where women will feel you and you will shine like the sun. No, as a rule, no one sees that. Those with low vibrations don't see these things. And most seductive women are materialistic guys. They don't lack male attention, and your abstinence worries them little. But your self-sufficiency and the fact that you don't pay attention to them will intrigue them. They'll see you as equals and speak to you as equals. Therefore, do not expect them to feel your spiritual energies very much. There is a category of women who can sense it, but generally such women are less common. When you are young, your gaze will be drawn to seductive women because gray mice don't attract anyone. Our gaze always falls on beautiful ladies, and after encountering such women, you no longer notice gray mice, plain girls in the crowd. You can't escape from this because nature takes its course. And if you manage to retain your semen, you will abstain, which will be a significant bonus for you guys. You guys will have great success with ordinary women. That is, women need to be categorized by the degree of their sex appeal. There are women you know who are cute but not super sexy. Yes, among such women you will have great success, guys. And you may even find a life partner among them, if you need to, of course. Semen retention is such a thing, guys, that if you get involved in this practice, your inner vision will open up. And the more you abstain, the more it will open up for you. And one day you may reach a point of no return, when you'll enjoy being in a state of self-sufficiency so much, when you no longer want to lose this state. It's a constant feeling of inner comfort because you don't need to go chase and waste your energy on rat races. Everyone wants a sexy female, everyone believes they're an alpha male and beats their chest to stand out from the crowd and be noticed. And to maintain their alpha status, these guys bust their ass to keep afloat, which consumes a lot of resources. This is how sexual energy works. You project yourself into the world, transmit yourself to others. But when it comes to retaining semen, you don't need to bust the ass. Do not support false values. Do not put the female private part on a pedestal. Life will become simpler and lighter. In a way, you dedicate your life to inner practice. There you go, guys. This is what is yoga based on. You come into contact with your inner self and with the higher being that resides in your heart.
Thus, with an unagitated, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life.
So God is within you guys. You don't need any popes to understand this. They make you believe that you are not complete and someone else needs to save you. And overall, this is grand deception, a great manipulation of humanity. And maybe I'll make a separate video on how religious figures deceive people. They've been fooling people for centuries. They burned people at the stake, burned scientists, hunted witches, conquered other nations and killed people. And all of this was presented as holy teaching. It is all based on deception, blind faith, deceit, double standards, and hypocrisy. It's a grand hoax from the very beginning. So guys, don't worry about anything. It's all within you. All the strengths will come, different fears will come, different doubts. But if you know that God is within you, it's like a source of self-sufficiency. It gives you all the necessary energy, guys. If you come into contact with Him through the practice of yoga, then you're already on the path to success. You have already achieved success. So guys, different thoughts will come, thoughts of loneliness. This can happen initially, it's a transitional moment. Previously, your emotions were fueled by others, and you did not feel lonely. But in abstinence, you try to avoid unnecessary social interactions. Therefore, you have few emotions and you feel lonely yourself. You need to change your social circle. Find like-minded people. When you're abstaining, your vibrations increase, your feelings sharpen, and some kind of emotional vacuum arises. It needs to be filled with something. Otherwise, you will feel lonely. If you have nothing to distract your mind from thoughts of loneliness, you can watch the Mahabharata series. It's very useful and educational series that will expand your consciousness and provide understanding of many things. It's important to watch all the episodes sequentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., without skipping. Then everything will be clear, where it's all coming from and going. I'll give you the reference in the description under the video. Our minds easily succumb to despair when we see sexual objects, and you realize they are not attainable for you. Guys, understand that the Matrix imposes sexual objects on you. In reality, you don't need them. But the Matrix instills in you that you'll be lost without them. When you see sexual women, you have a strong desire, your mind goes out of balance. But you need to overcome the first few seconds of this sexual attraction and not succumb to it. When a man licks like a dog, excited and he drools, then of course this woman feels it, and his value decreases in her eyes. And you can have such an attitude towards beautiful ladies. Treat them as if you see a beautiful Barbie doll in the store. Yes, it's just beautiful dolls, you understand? But nothing more. You don't need anything from them. You don't need to conquer anyone or chase after anyone. So remember that, retaining semen is a great blessing. Well guys, that's my message for today. Good luck, take care of yourself. Thank God, bye.